setting up thing works well. I look like Joker or Harley Quinn from the Joker. I should probably get started with this video. What's up, everybody? It is me, Creator Jewel. It's me, Jules. God. Okay, we're just gonna keep rolling with it. Everything in me wants to stop this completely and just keep going, but or like just like start over. But perfectionism, it's a thing. All right, I'm gonna start off with the one I'm most excited about. It is Juneteenth, people, and we have yoni oil. I'm very excited. I found this a couple months ago at an Amazon Boss Woman's event, and it was featuring Black entrepreneurs. Here are some of the uses. Helps with itching and discomfort, helps with V dryness, help prevents ingrown hair, soothes river bumps, V odor, unusual discharge, restore pH balance, and helps irregular cycle or pain. Use 1 to 2 times daily after shower or bath. Apply a dropper full of wow. So I just found out that this was made for your vajayjay, and I've been using it on my face. I love myself. Well, if it's good enough for the vajayjay, it's good enough for the baby face. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I am hilarious. All right, here we go. I just like the way it looks when you drop it on your face. So we're just gonna take that in. We're gonna rub it in. Whatever. I have my stick-on nail still on. I feel like I look insane, but that's okay. We're doing the best with what we have. And I'm really hoping, I'm going to set up a little closer to this just in case it's not true. I'm really hoping that my headphones are capturing the sound, because if they're not, well, that's just embarrassing, because that means that I'm either talking with no sound and I just did this for naught, or the sound just sounds like it sounded like yesterday. And I had these little like microphone things that I was going to use to make a long story short, could not find them. Oh man, I definitely got this in my eyes. It's going to burn if I open. Nice. We're just going to do this. So I have a fairly busy day today. I have already sent off pitches, well, one pitch for one of my PR clients who basically they just want one thing a month. So, okay, already looking better, baby. Okay, we're gonna gua sha. So basically, you're just getting all the lymphatic. I have no idea what that means. You're just like basically it's like structuring your face almost. So basically, what I do is I just like push this back, and then what you're supposed to do is just take it down, just take it down, and no matter what, this feels great. And I do see a difference after I do it, which is great. You can do this as many times as you want. I do it usually, generally like 6 to 10. There was this one girl that was doing it so intensely, man, and I was just like, I don't know if that's for me. But basically, you just want to drain your face. So I like doing this one. So I feel like it's really doing something. But I have seen a lot of older women in my life do this and they swear by it. And so I try to do it somewhat regularly. Definitely always before a show because I want my face to be as poppin' as possible. But really, if I could do this like once or twice a week, I would probably be slaying the game. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna drain that. Drain that. Come over there in a second. Drain it. Drain it. I cannot believe this was vajayjay oil. Whatever. So fun fact, I actually found out that if you really want this to be the sharpest that it can possibly be, then you should do it with like a water or something that's like low in terms of like creating friction on the face. So like this makes it really easy and smooth to do the gua sha over, but apparently if you want it to be really sharp, you don't want to do it with oil. Anyhow, little things that you pick up. Yeah, this actually feels incredible. Whew. I'm just going to do the over that one too. There you go. I feel like this just adds so much color and dimension back into your face too. Like after I've done it, I'm like, wow, I feel so much better. Like the world is just brighter. Like, yes. It's like a little face massage, you know? Like who doesn't want a little massage? It's great for your face. And even if you just want to like, ooh yeah. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now we're looking refreshed. We're looking good. Incredible. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little spoolie for my eyebrows. So today's video is titled basically taking creativity into reality. My most popular video in here by far is how to be a creative strategist. And that video was just me talking about like the knowledge that I knew at the time. And I have gained so much more knowledge since then. Quick smoke break. I'm a dragon. All right. So one thing that I was thinking about a lot lately is we all know it that people that have money usually have multiple sources of income. This is the Too Faced lip injection. I've been using it to get my lips pumped up before I put on the actual stuff. And before I move into my business talk and how I've created the reality that funds my lifestyle, I'm going to mention a couple of things. So there's a couple of like problem areas in my face that I'm going to like address. There's like these little red spots around my nose, and those come from stress and not drinking enough water, which let me drink a little bit of my lemon and sea salt water. Mm-hmm. 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 So I'm gonna cover those problem spots first. But I am just gonna like let the face oil dry a little bit. That way the product stays on my face. So we're gonna go for the eyebrows first. Anywho, as I was saying, like, turning like what is it that you guys really want? You know, I think that's what people don't really think about. Like, what is the ideal lifestyle that you want? So, like, for me, my ideal lifestyle is not having to go into an office, like being able to plan my days the way that I want, waking up and like living in the moment instead of feeling like I'm a slave to somebody and I have to be somewhere at a certain time. Like, I don't want any other people putting stuff on my calendar. Like, I want to be able to say, like, hey, like, that was my choice. And, like, I did that because I wanted to and not because I was forced to or I was paid some lump sum of money. And I think that people just kind of assume that if you're going to work, you're just not going to like it. You're going to hate it. And I feel bad for people that live life like that because, like, I just know it not to be true. And, like, I'm not special. Like, my mom sold mobile homes growing up, you know? Like, she really did demonstrate that, like, you can do anything. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. You just gotta go after what you want and you gotta find out how to do it. And, like, sometimes it's really hard. Most of the times it's really hard. Nothing in life that was worth anything, you know, was easy. And so, you know, I think the biggest thing that detracts people from living more of like an entrepreneurial lifestyle is the fact that it's like they just like don't know what they're doing. And like newsflash, honey, everybody didn't know what you were doing. That big company that you work at right now, the guy that owns it, he didn't know what he was doing at one point. Yeah, think about them apples. All right. Gonna try my eyebrows a little bit differently today. Yesterday they were too thick and I didn't like that. So I'm gonna go in with the Lash Blast dark brown first, and then I'm gonna fill in where I think the little lines should go. I do need to tweeze my under eyebrows, but it is what it is for now. Okay, I think we can work with this. So far, they look good. Those are some good base eyebrows. Now we just need to fill them in. That's the CoverGirl Lash Blast. This is what I was using, Anastasia Brow Pen. So I used to use the pot all the time when the Instagram eyebrows were a thing, but they're not a thing anymore, so we gotta try a new thing. So I'm just going in here and filling in little spots that I think need some help, which I think it all needs some help, but it is what it is, folks. Okay, going to fill in. Definitely need to fill in right there. Sometimes I wonder if it's even working. I'm like, is that a line? LOL. I feel like this isn't really working too well for me today. Alright, there it goes. Alright, there we go. Maybe I should have worked it out first, really shook the bottle, shook the pen first. You never know. You just gotta have to try with new products until you decided okay, I like this, or maybe I just didn't use it right, or you just kind of have to keep playing around until you figure it out. Okay, it's not as bad. I still don't understand why. I feel like the inner, it's always splotchy, and I feel like the universe is doing that to me as some sort of practical joke. So, whatever. That's cool. Yeah, okay, I think I got that one. That one looks pretty good. All right, solid. We're figuring this out, babies. So, I have 4 businesses, getting back to that subject. Sorry, I got really distracted by the brows. Brows are very important to me. So my first business is a health marketing company. I do marketing for different entrepreneurial health and wellness campaigns and pushes. And so one that I am doing right now is a non-alcoholic bottle shop in Austin, Texas. I'm very excited about them. They're super cute. I love them. Joe and Grace are just the sweetest. They really inspired me to stop drinking. So I started that May 1st of this year, and I've been doing it ever since. I'm a little over a month in my sobriety. Woo woo, exciting. Yeah, and then I have other clients as well. Like this morning, I sent out a pitch for Dr. Buva over at the Texas Back Institute. Yeah, I've been working on that. And now I'm going to take the CC Plus Cream Cosmetics. This is all linked in the description, by the way. And just go over those little trouble areas. Also, one thing I have to know is that every time I use this lip plumper, because it is so intense, it makes me have these red spots on other parts of my face. And I just don't know if I want to keep doing that. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, we're going to go under eyes first, over eye, little areas that are hard to deal with. Okay. So yeah, the health marketing. I also have a new client that I picked up. I'm actually, I need to get onboarded or whatever for that so that I can start logging hours. But I have missed the training, which they only have once a week on Tuesdays the last 2 weeks. And so now I got to make sure to hit this next Tuesday's training or I'm going to be royally effing myself because that is a good gig. Oh God. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover that just in case that wants to stand out normally. because this is a summer look, I don't necessarily want to do like a full face of foundation. I just want to do enough where it covers my problem areas because I love my freckles and I definitely want my freckles to be a part of the world that I'm building on my face. Such a wackadoo. I also do writing and sponsorships for a publication called Dallas Innovates. We write everything that is new and next in North Texas. So, uh, entrepreneurs who have new companies or innovation in tech, artists that are trying innovative things, like you guys are the people that I want to hear and see from. If you want to get published, let me know. I'd love to help. Whether it's writing about your cool story or whether it's helping market your brand, you know? Okay, so I'm going to go in with a layer of powder so we can just make sure this stays all day long. And like I said, always start the powder at the base of your neck because you don't want to like cake it on. Just go gather it up, just move it up, and when you need some more. You just want to try to get a light layer on there. Incredible. All right, we're going to let that sit for a second. And then I am going to do a bronzer. Whoop, whoop. All right, ooh, it's a little itchy. So back to the creative businesses. So the way that like it came to me creatively, like I never meant to be in that field, to be quite honest with you. I got my degree in PR and journalism. I started writing for Dallas Innovates. I did marketing for a couple of different things, and health and wellness just seemed to be the one that like stuck best for me. It has the most money in the industry. They always want freelancers. They want new and creative ideas. Even though the industry itself can be slow, it really just depends on the client. Like the non-alcoholic space, like THC, that kind of stuff, that's fairly new. So it's easy to like find people in those spaces that want to spend money on marketing. So there is that. And I think that's kind of how I found it too, is because I took like a much different approach to health and wellness. I'm very holistic. So I think just like me, by living my unique lifestyle, has attracted like quite a few like unique bugs to me, if you will. So, all right, we're just gonna go right over that. So we got a good base going pretty well. I'm gonna go in with this Bully a Blocker Tan. I use this for my bronzer all the time because it just works great and I love it. It's like a very natural tan. Under the chin. I'm just going to create that same L shape. L shape. See? I'm just going to blend it in. Then you're going to go underneath your chin. And you're going to go up here. Connect it. Connect it. Make sure that's a good blend. I'm going to check right here. Oh, wow. I love how this one has a really good L. This one's kind of like meh. All right. And then I'm going to go in and adjust these L's because adjust these L's. Oh, well. So yeah. So yeah, creativity in business is really important because like here's the other thing, like I never tried to do anything that I didn't want to be doing. And I think that was the key was that I just like went and got my master's in psychology, which just like connected me to more people like in the health and wellness industry and like I was able to talk about that more and I was able to utilize that in discussions. And when people hear that, like, you're like, oh, like, I'm noting that you are somebody who cares about this stuff. Like, if I have a client that comes across my desk, like, I definitely want to nominate you for it because they like you and your personality, people. Job boards and things like that, those are helpful too. But I've had more success from just getting out there and meeting awesome people than I have from like filling out anything online, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah. What was I gonna say next? So my next business is how to be social, and this business has taken on so many different forms, and I think I'm about to revert it back again to just being like panels and learning and giving people like just like kind of more of like a sophisticated organization. Like I've really been trying to make it like this cool hip thing, which is, but it's about a serious topic, which is mental health, and it's all meant to help like artists and entrepreneurs have pathways to success within that industry. We're gonna do a little bit of red. This is the Matt Cockney. And so yeah, I am focused on that, building that, doing that kind of thing. Cute, love it. Great for a summer color. Glad that I went for that. So yeah, I love that business. It's a lot of fun. It's the one that keeps me most inspired for sure because it keeps me around all these crazy creatives. That's much better. Loving this look so far. Okay, we're gonna use the new Stilla Silver Lake because this girl is popping. I'm telling y'all. Like, poppin', poppin'. Can you see it? Look how poppin' it is. Okay. So, yeah. So, how to be social. I have some people that I already help represent and do that kind of thing with. We're looking for a house to like help build an art residency. We do a monthly events. We have an Adventure Time pool party coming up, which I'm excited about. But yeah, after that, we're gonna move towards just a lot of other stuff, and I don't really want to get too much into that. But we make money off memberships. We also make money off of ticket sales and like helping when we have like deals for like multiple community members. Like we'll bring together people on projects and like pay people that way through like commercials or like photo shoots, stuff like that. Okay, going back in with this lash blast on my brow. Can we take a minute? Like, look how beautiful that little glitter is. I'm really enjoying how this summer look is updating. Okay. So yeah, my third business is the Gems Universe, which you, as far as I know it as the Creator Jules, which Creator Jules is one character within that universe, and I love her because she will always be my first. But I'm building out that universe to be multiple characters because I just felt like this calling that I wanted to dress up more than just one way. And I felt like Creator Jules, I was pushing her to be like this redheaded bombshell beauty. And I loved that. But there was also other things that I loved, which is like, being quaint and quiet and a book reader, and like Belle from Beauty and the Beast, or like just being soft and sweet and passionate. And Creator Jules is just more like prideful and egotistical and like out there and says what she wants and does what she wants. And I love that about her. But you just can't be that all the time in a character. So she's the singer, she's the music one. And Belle is the film one, which I'm excited. I'm doing a photo shoot with my friend Clay today. Each character is going to have a boyfriend. So wild. I'm very excited about that. And so Clay has agreed to be my faux boyfriend for this shoot. I think it's going to be really funny when the photos are released. People are going to be like, what? But, it is what it is. Hmm. I just had a thought. I'm like, maybe I should go pick that up and then go to that shoot. Probably. Anyways, things are clicking in my brain for my schedule today. Sorry, guys. It's gonna be a busy schedule today, so I'm just trying to be like, okay, how can I be as efficient as possible? With that being said, I think my makeup is done. I think we slayed the freaking game, boys and girls. I am gonna let my hair down and brush it because there's one more business that I have to tell you guys about, which is who is Hannah J. Yay. Um, uh, oh, and I didn't really tell you guys how to be social or Creator Jewels, the Gems universe came about. So I'll do a more in-depth video on this later. But the way that those creatively came into being was I just wanted to be around like I wanted to be an influencer when it came to how to be social, but I didn't know like how or like what I should be influencing because I wasn't a fashionista, I wasn't a foodie, and I wasn't like all these other things that other people were. And so I was just kind of like, okay, so what do I do then? Like, who am I? And people had always there was this podcast that was like, just do what you're good at, and I was good at being social, and so. And my mom had taught me, and like, there's a whole backstory, but I'm not going to get into it right now. And so that is how I creatively came up with that. And it's just kind of evolved into what it is today, and it still evolves all the time. And I just take the things that I like and what other people like, and I include it into like the overall vision. And that is how to be social became the mental health organization that supports artists and entrepreneurs that it is today. And then when it comes to the Gems universe, Creator Jewels, um, that's just me being creative, man. Like wanting to come up with characters, being an influencer, like wanting to sing, but also do film and writing and styling and all that kind of stuff. Like I didn't want to give up any of it. So I was like, how do I get to do all of it? I'll just create my own universe. And so now I'm like, okay, how do I turn this into like a webtoon series? Or like, how do I do X, Y, and Z with it? How do I, like, how do I make this all make sense for other people? Because to me, it makes sense. I just want to do it because I love it. But you got to brand it, you got to package it, and you got to make other people want it so that like you can actually build the thing. Because reality is, you got to have money to build the thing. You can go so far without money, but at some point, you're gonna need some money. So other people have to like it and they want to support it. So yeah, that's how like the Gems universe came about. And just it's kind of hand in hand with my mental health journey because that's like really what the Gems universe is all about. It's about women and a few good men and supporting them on their mental health journeys while also like encouraging them that they can be anything that they want to be. And especially for women, there was this line in the Bridgerton show that just came out recently that was saying, you won't understand because you're not a woman. Like, as a man, you've always gotten to choose exactly who you want to be. You can be any person that you want to be. And for women, like, we just don't get that privilege. And so I really want to encourage women that they can be anything that they want to be through that brand. Whether it's film, music, entrepreneurship, styling, whatever, they can do it. And the most exciting part is I do have a Bridgerton themed release party coming up on July 27th. Would love, love, love for you to be in attendance if you can be there. The two people that are on here and anybody else that watches this later, DM me on Instagram, the Gems with J Universe, and I will send you information on how to get there. With that being said, I am very, very excited because this brings me to my last little thing. Who is Hannah J? Who's Hannah J is my most creative way of looking for love. I do special moments photo and video from graduations to weddings to everything in between. And I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. The only thing that is so interesting about it is like there's so many different types of love. There's so many different types of relationships and families and people. And I'm just trying to discover like what is it that I want for me in my love life. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have to share on my businesses, how to turn your creativity into your reality, music, life, and entrepreneurship, and everything creative in between. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I would absolutely love to engage, connect more with you. And if you guys like these Get Ready with Me's, please follow, like, and subscribe. Bye. Stay social, you're all gems. Ting.